Hey guys, it's Christy. I'm going to do a quick tutorial video for the look I posted today on the VIP group. It's a natural spring summer places with my shine wipes. So I used my shine wipes to take off my makeup. Not that much makeup on today. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my Glorious Face Primer. And a trick of the trade for when you're doing eyeshadow or an eyeshadow that's a lot of pigment, it's dark, is to do your eyes first. When I'm doing a really natural eye, I don't really bother with doing my eyes first. But otherwise, I almost always do my eyes first if it's something that is, if there was fallout, it could mess up my foundation or my concealer. So I'm gonna put my little blending buds. You wet these under the sink, squeeze them out, and then you dab them underneath the towel. So I use this, and I use my BB cream. This color is Bisque. I probably am the lightest color, but this is the second lightest color because I knew I was going to be putting a little bit of tan on. And then I did not use concealer today in the photo, but I'll go ahead and put concealer on so you guys can see. This is Scarlet. So it just depends on, you know, what I do. Sometimes I do my concealer first, sometimes I go do my foundation. Sometimes I do a little bit of concealer, then I do my foundation, then I do my concealer again. It just depends on how much coverage I need. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my BB cream on, and then I'm going to blend the concealer in because the BB cream really just blends well. And hopefully this video doesn't turn out to be too long for you guys. I know it's late and y'all are tired, and my mirror is like right in front of me, so you guys may see trying these new blending buds. You can also use a brush. Dab that down and around. Smaller lip blender bud. And I like the shape of this. This is really easy to get in and do this. And I'm just gonna pat that in. You can use a concealer brush. You can use, sometimes I just use my finger like I did at first. You can do, and then I like to blend it out with this. Now this is the Makeup Forever HD setting powder, which I love. I'm not saying you have to use it or you have to go and spend whatever the $40 is for it. Concealer. I like to set my concealer with a light powder so it really brightens underneath my eyes. Sometimes I even use a sponge to apply it. Depends on, like, if I'm doing a really dark eyeshadow color. So, see, my cheeks are so red. I have a lot of redness. So now that I'm done with my BB cream, concealer, I have concealer on now, and I've set that. I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyes on, and then I'll do my bronzer and stuff after. I wanted to stick a little bit of color on, I wanted to look natural, and I wanted to show off myself tan. But you really can't see in these LED lights. Thanks, honey. So I'm pretty excited. I got a box of Younique stuff today, and I got the palette one. So I have all 3 palettes now, and so I've done looks from the first 2, and this is my first look with this one. And this is, I can already tell, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite palette because I like natural colors. My eyes are blue, so I like to use lots of golds and stuff because it really brings out the blue. So if you guys can see, I'm happy to have this. So I'm going to use a few different brushes. They're not all Younique because I don't have all Younique, but some of my favorite brushes to use, and it really varies on the eye that I'm doing. So I have the Younique Angled Shadow Sponge Brush. You can use for sponge. I haven't used sponges much since high school, but this one actually works pretty well, and we'll see how well I can get the color out of it. I haven't tried to really clean it much since, because I haven't been using it much. Sponge applicators always remind me of when I worked at Sephora and we used the little sponges for trying stuff. And then I really like the angled brush because it's smaller. This is my Sephora angled shadow brush, and I know it's got stickers all over it. It's because it was gratis when I used to work there. And it's much bigger, so you can see there's a big difference. So this one's better for precision. And then this is just a blender brush, and I believe this one is It Cosmetics by Ulta. I took the light color Elated with my bigger angled shadow. Just brush a little bit down there, tap it up, and then this is really hard to do in my phone, but And this is kind of a barely there color. I'm not putting, the key to this whole like natural makeup is I am not putting a lot on. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the Sincere, which is a really pretty color. It's so pretty. It's like a shimmer color, but it's not really the shimmer. It's the, I don't know, it's like a good highlight brower. It's that one. And I'm gonna put that up in my brow. I know my brows need some work. I've never been the brow queen, so. If I had no brows and I had to fill in my brows and like draw them on from scratch, like my Mimi does, I hope I don't have to. It'd be bad, like really bad. This brassy color, it's kind of like a golden, it's more like a golden peach. It's really pretty. It's the third one. This is my first makeup tutorial other than the one I did with the mascara, so bear with me. Put this one of the Zealous, the darker shimmer one, and I took it in a smaller brush, the one with the sponge on the end. Make sure you tap that off. Just tap it good. And then I put it in my triangle, my little crease. Y'all, I'm not putting very much in there. You can put more if you want it to be darker, but most of what I'm putting in here is probably gonna blend, and then I'm putting it a little bit further over because I am not going for something dark. And doing my makeup, you should see me trying to do my makeup in the morning. Okay, so, and then I took Swanky, that one, on my blender. And then I just blended some of it. No, you don't have to blend with a color, but I wanted a little bit of shimmer, and I knew I was gonna blend out a lot of this. And you can see how natural this is. That's why I wasn't worried about doing foundation and stuff first. You can go further if you feel like you want it to be a little bit darker. You can pull some more brassy in. Like I could do that if I wanted. Give myself a little bit more. Just build it however you want. My brow, I always do my above my brow again because I like it to pop. And I do mine like right here and then in like that. Hopefully no like professionals watch my video and start commenting because this is how I do it. So there's my eyes. It's probably hard to tell, but they look like the selfie that I did. And I didn't use any liner today. And let's see. Okay, so I used the brow gel since it was kind of an easy look. I didn't want to go and do the pencil, and I have enough brows that I can put the gel in. It's got little fibers in it, and it's not super wet. I love the way this brow gel is. I've only used it today, and I'm in love. I use the color dark. My hair is blonde. My brows are pretty dark. I am naturally not blonde. We'll go with that. So, you see how it's not super wet? And it's got this little itty bitty thing so you can do it perfectly. So, I'm gonna try and do this in the camera. And I'm just, like I said, I need to go to the salon and have somebody shape my eyebrows. I need to here, but if you really wanted to make your brows pop, you can put your a little bit of highlighter up here. You can use your concealer around your brow, but this is everyday makeup. I actually used my brows, or I used my bronzer as my blush and my bronzer. So, and I kind of contoured with it. This is the Beachfront bronzer in Malibu. I I made a mess of it already. But it's a baked mineral bronzer, so I wouldn't say one side, they say one side's matte, one side's shimmer. None of it's matte. If you know makeup, you know what matte is. Matte has no shimmer. Doesn't look like it has any mica in it. And so this one's a little shimmery, but this one's like bronze. But this one you can still, I think you can kind of contour with it. So I just kind of all the way around and then tap it off. And then I put my bronzer kind of where the light would shine on me if I was outside. And you guys, I'm telling you, you only need a little. A little goes a long way of this. And then I do kind of like the C and just a little bit across my nose. I don't like to put a lot on my nose because I still kind of contour my nose a little bit. And then in my, yeah, here, do a little bit underneath. I still got a lot of redness. I'm still hot, y'all. Hib hib. You can get a lot of pigment on. So I'm just gonna, but I like how it's dense on the side so I can get a good line with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bronzer like that and use just a little bit, a teeny bit to try and contour my nose. And I'm just dabbing it on the sides. Bronzer on the bottom, on my neck. That's pretty much what I did today. Something else that's good to use, and if you're in a pinch, this probably would look good as a nice eyeshadow. It's 2 different colors. You could totally do an eyeshadow if you want to keep it in your purse. They're like 100 degrees right now. So if you want to make that line a little bit more to where you can see it. So the second to last thing I do is my mascara, and I'm using my 3D Fiber mascara. I did a video on the Fiber mascara. When you first take it out, it's a little clumpy. Roll it. And so you don't really lose a lot of fibers that way, but then it sits a lot better and it goes on easier. And have your stuff open and ready. So there's my transferring gel. This is really, I did not use a lot today. This is natural looks, don't feel like you use a lot. And you don't necessarily even have to use the fibers. If you just want to use, I'm going off camera for a second, the transferring gel, you can. Because I've got the gel on, and I'm gonna put my fibers on. And what I say? Stop. Go to the other eye. You can't see it, but I'm totally doing that mouth thing though when I put my mascara on. Now I'm gonna put that right over top. My gel, guys. Doing my gel. And I don't do the fibers on my bottom lashes. Some people do. I feel like I look like a spider. I might try it one day though, when I do a really good smoky eye. Personal preference. I've given my son a bath, I've washed my hand a bajillion times, and I still have saucy stain on my hand. Okay, so last but not least, this is the Lip Bonbon in Chocolate Truffle. I got this kind of corally. And it's so pretty. I could go for any hair color. It probably could go for someone who is a blonde, like me, or a brunette. It's a good color for a brunette too. Oh, my sister on. So the color is it's really bright in here, but this is exactly what I did in that photo. So you can see, blended it out in this video. So I can't wait to do more for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. The website.